Hey guys, so this year I said I was gonna do Inktober and I failed. But I actually had good reason. So from day 1 to day 10, I actually did it for the most part every day. But on the 10th, 11th, whatever of October, I had just a little medical emergency and I lost feeling in my right arm. So I was physically unable to do art for at least a good week and a half. For the last week of October, I have no excuse. But anyways, I still want to finish up Inktober. So for days 11 through 21, I will do that later on. But before I even get into any of that, I want to show you guys what I did do. So here is my Inktober for the first week and a half.
Before I start the actual challenge, I wanted to create a mini introduction page. For this page, I wanted to create a monster but trying to remix on my regular art style, aka blobs. I decided I probably wouldn't film the full process for each drawing because I honestly hate filming art process videos. It's so distracting to me, it makes me so hyper aware and nervous of the work I'm creating. So my final result was okay. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. After this, I decided to not hold back and feel more comfortable and fully commit to whatever art I drew next. For the first official day, I decided to base my sketch on this image of this guy walking. I decided to fully commit to my blob style and I ended up loving it so much. Even though it's a reference, you can still see that it's not an exact replica and that my little blob dude has so much personality. For the second official day, I again drew a blob in my style and used a variety of references on Pinterest to get the pose right. Even though the focus was on the boots, I wanted a full figure to go with them. I also drew day 3, decided to draw a koala bear. Interestingly, I ended up drawing the koala very well and kind of played on my art style a little bit, but the human figure that the koala was sitting on was kind of raggedy. Also drew day 4 and decided to step out of my comfort zone and go for a more cartoony style. I used a variety of references on Pinterest to get the binoculars and hand positioning right. This is how all 3 drawings came out. I really love how these came out, minus the human figure that the koala is sitting in. For day 5, I decided to keep things simple and draw a slightly cartoonish version of this car I saw on Pinterest. It's interesting because I really loved the sketch but didn't love the final piece. I think in the final piece I really love the shadows and contrast under the car. For the 6th day, I decided to make a globe with a passport and airplane, and admittedly, this piece was a disaster in the sketch phase. And even more so in the final work. This is definitely the definition of sometimes you can have bad art, and that's completely okay. I also drew day 7 on this day, and I decided to do something that I felt more comfortable in, and again I made one of my little blobs and loosely based positioning on this reference I found from Pinterest. I ended up loving this piece so much, and honestly it may be my favorite piece from the whole challenge. For the 8th day, I decided to draw a sun with elements of my style. I love the sketch, and honestly the end result isn't too bad, but I do wish I would have chosen different colors. My sun is kind of giving high, like Towley from South Park. yeah. For my last day, I decided to draw some cool dude walking down a long winding path, and honestly, I hate it. This is when my it's not funny. This is when my hand was starting to lose feeling, and I was so frustrated because I couldn't press my pencils down the way I wanted to. It was such a defeating thing at the time, but honestly, I realized that with the circumstances considered, I actually did a pretty decent job on it. And the piece itself has actually grown on me a little bit.
So again, I do plan on finishing days 11 through 21. I don't know if I'm going to make one really big piece or just do a lot of small sketches and show you guys, but I hope to get that done before Christmas time, December, because I want to do some type of artsy vibe for Christmas as well. I don't know if it's going to be a 12 days of Christmas like I did last year, because last year was kind of rushed. But I do want to do something kind of big. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be posting more vlog style artsy videos coming soon. So that being said, thank you guys so much for supporting me on my journey, and I do feel a lot better if you guys are wondering. But thank you guys, and y'all have an amazing day. Bye.